The Grassland Quality Analyzer is a user-friendly tool that provides users an online dashboard to assess grassland quality. The model that powers the tool uses 29 to 30 different data inputs and 2 different models to arrive at a metric of grassland quality. This is a comprehensive, multi-scale, hierarchical measure of the ability of a grassland system to maintain its characteristic structure, function, and composition over time in the face of external stress. For this pilot, we only provide the quality metrics for 2023. In future iterations, we will have annual assessments available. It is important to define the measures here before we move forward. The first is vigor, which is a measure of system activity, metabolism, or primary productivity. Vigor evaluates the robustness of vegetation and soil to provide dominant grassland characteristics. Composition, a measure of system diversity and interactions between components. Composition evaluates the types and variability of grassland vegetation that help maintain adaptive capacity. Resilience, a measure of system autonomy, defensibility, and connectivity. Resilience measures the extent to which a grassland vegetation forms a distinct, identifiable area, i.e. a patch, that can support resilient, stable habitats. For this pilot version, grassland quality is calculated as a simple average of vigor, composition, and resilience. In future iterations, one can weight these measures differently based on the objectives of the assessment. So lastly, I want to describe the 2 different models here. The first is nationwide, and the metrics here are a suite of indicators representing overall grassland quality across different ecological lenses of functional vigor, community composition, and landscape resilience. Collectively, these metrics evaluate quality as it pertains to ecosystem form and function, and the strength of its ability to generate supporting ecosystem services. And the second is enhanced metrics. It's identical to the nationwide metrics, except the enhanced version provides coverage only for 6 pilot states: Colorado, Kansas, North Dakota, Nebraska, South Dakota, and Washington, and uses customized vegetation outputs that provide a greater level of compositional detail. Custom outputs include new percent cover metrics for annual and perennial forbs, annual grass, perennial grass, and bare soil, as well as a diversity metric for total herbaceous species. The enhanced metrics model will be scaled to the entire nation in future iterations of this model. Now, let me demonstrate the tool. The first step is to select an area type and then the locations on the map where you're looking to summarize. You will see many different filter options, such as state, and for this example I will select state, and I'll select Kansas on the map here. Additionally, there is a custom area option that I can use to create specific areas of interest that do not conform to any of the above stated categories. Now, press Next, and the tool will automatically zoom you into the area that you have selected, as in this case, the state of Kansas. By default, you will be able to see all the active CRP fields within a 2023 start year, and you can easily choose the program of interest. We can click on the Layers button on the top right-hand corner of the map panel, and it will display a legend of quality averaged by field fragments. We can click on the I button here to get a brief explanation of what is displayed. We can do that now. If you want to zoom into the map to see the relative quality score for the CRP fields, you can do that by using the plus or minus button on the bottom right side corner of the screen, or use your mouse wheel. So we can do that now, and I'll zoom in here just for example. Now I will zoom back out, and the next step is to select the start year for contracts or years that a contract is active in. You can also include or exclude expired contracts. The tool currently defaults to the 2023 program years, but you can change that here. And there are also options to filter by active years and expired contracts. So let's select the program year 2023 for this example. Now, we will choose the practices that we are interested in. You can choose to either filter by all CRP grassland-related practices or individual practices. Individual practices are all practices that include grasses and/or flowering plants, and as you can see, there's a drop-down box here. But for this example, let us select all practices, and then press the Generate Metrics button. By default, you will see the average scores for the grassland quality metrics for the nationwide model. You can click on the Enhanced button, and it will display the metrics for that model only for the 6 pilot states. Finally, you'll be able to download the shapefile by pressing the blue button labeled Download Shapefile. You can repeat this workflow to look at these metrics for a customized area, county, watershed, ecoregion, or a specific contract if you know the contract number. If you want more details on the methods, please click on the Help button at the top of the Map panel over here. And thank you for viewing the USDA CRP Grassland Quality Analyzer tutorial.